Every big shot, every close call. From the basement kings to the clubhouse pros, we break it all down after it goes. Pop darts after the throw. Run it back, let the highlights roll. From the backyard lines to the leagues you know. We call the stats, we call the show. Pop darts after the throw. Pop darts after the throw. Pop darts after the throw.
Again, welcome everybody. Welcome to Pop Darts After the Throw. My name is Derek. I'm your host here. We're your weekly breakdown of everything happening in the world of Pop Darts. We're covering the latest league and tournament results, the fresh power rankings, the top plays of the week, smart strategy to sharpen your game, and a look ahead at the biggest upcoming events. And we do have some big events in this week's go around. We're starting you guys off with our Around the League, the results, the winners, and the runs that mattered this week in Pop Darts. And before we get started with that Around the League, I just want to remind all of you guys here, if you guys are not seeing your leagues popping up, that is because you are not signed up for that APL. Make sure all of your members are APL members in order to make sure you guys are being sanctioned for that. I'm going to make it a little bit easier here for you guys. Go ahead and scan this QR code, take a screenshot of it, whatever you guys need to do. That screenshot right there will take you straight to the iPlay APL website. I'm sorry, this will take you to the Scoreholio website. The top right corner, you'll see a membership banner. You'll click on that. There'll be a button down at the bottom that'll allow you to join the APL, get that membership going. $25 a year for that bronze membership. That allows you to play in any of those big tournaments, all those local leagues to get your rankings going. So that way you guys can get that invite to that national championship tournament we have. So that way you can earn a spot, potentially to earn your way onto ESPN for the nationals. And I know everyone's itching to try and get that going. So once again, guys, if you guys aren't seeing your leagues on there, I know more and more are popping up every week, but let's just make sure that we're getting everyone in those leagues APL sanctioned. So that way those leagues can get certified and get submitted in there and get your rankings going. But without further ado, let's hop into it. This is going to be for the week of March 16th through March 22nd. And our first league that we have here is going to be Space Ghost Pop Darts out at the House of Ashkelon in Titusville, Florida. They're playing on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. One of the larger groups that we have playing out there. This week they're running a doubles, random seeding doubles, except for one team, because it was someone's birthday, so we allowed them to choose their birthday partner. So we're going to go ahead and get in those results. In first place, we have Mark and Seth taking a Game 1 loss, but then they win 5 straight games, including both in the championship round, in order to win it all. They were just on fire after that first loss, just turned it right around there and never looked back. In second place, we have Rick and Zach, a father-son team, probably one of the best father-son teams in the game right now, besides Mr. T and Prodigy. They were undefeated until that championship round, where unfortunately they took back-to-back losses against a determined Mark and Seth. They really wanted that win after that first loss, and they definitely secured it there. And in third place, we had Cole and Jameson, the birthday girl, take a loss to Rick and Zach in the winners finale, and unfortunately another close loss in that losers bracket finale against Mark and Seth. But we both know that we all know that the two of them are great players, and both those players are going to bounce back and be right back in those top positions in the next coming weeks. And then on to our next group, we're going to have Mad City Doinks running our APL virtual leagues. Once again, guys, this is our only non-sanctioned league because we use this as a stepping platform kind of for our younger players, not even younger, just our newer players, to kind of get them a feel for the competitive setting and kind of get them adjusted with some of the rules and everything. There are some slightly different rules for virtual. And again, we're going to have long distance Luke on here in the next coming weeks just to kind of have him explain more of that virtual league. And these virtual guys, I will say I played against some of them this past week. Shout out Jeff Savage, shout out Tom, and shout out Stovetop Jake. I played against all of them or saw those guys playing, and all I can say is those guys are legit. They may not be playing against people in most of their competitions, but when they play them against people, those guys are dialed in and ready to play. But let's get into those results for this APL Virtual Tuesday, guys. First place, we have Blake. Blake went undefeated until the first game of the championship round, where he takes a 1-point loss, but is able to bounce back and narrowly win Game 2 by only 2 points. Way to shake it off there, Blake, and get that close win. In second place, we have Mitchell, who takes a close Game 2 loss of 2 points, then wins the next 3, including a rematch against Trenton in the losers bracket finale, which put him in the championship round where he wins game 1 but cannot manage to win that game 2 for the overall victory. Shout out Blake and Mitchell, Cathead family. Those guys are doing big things. Make sure you check those guys out on social medias. They got some great videos going on. And in third place, we have Trenton, who takes a loss to Blake in the winners finale, and unfortunately another loss in the losers finale to secure the third place position against the Cathead family. We're starting to see Trenton's name pop up more and more. I'm sure we're going to see him on top of that leaderboard here soon. Shout out to those APL virtual league players. Once again, guys, don't take those guys lightly because they can definitely throw some darts. And on to our next league, we're getting into Peepaw's Poppers at their official Thursday night leagues at Peepaw's Garage and Craft Brewery in Pinellas Park. I said it once, I'm going to say it again. The best craft root beer I've had. If you're there, give it a try. They also have some great brews on there, but that root beer is second to none. This week for Peepaw's Poppers, they were running a doubles, 4 rounds of round robin into a double elimination into a double elimination bracket. Let's get into those results for you. And in first place, we have LDL. You know him, you love him. Long distance Luke and Sean R., who were undefeated on the night. Big win for those two. In second place, we have Nigel and Zoe. Zoe's one of those newer players. I've seen her play a couple times in some of those games down there. She's definitely coming along, getting that second place position with Nigel. They took a loss in the winners final, but they bounced back and win the losers final, but cannot take down a red-hot LDL and Sean, because we know Luke is throwing those fire darts, and he has been red-hot lately. And in third place, we have Slayer and Carl, who take a Game 1 loss, but bounce back, and they make it to that losers finale, where they take another tough loss against Nigel and Zoe, who are just dialed in trying to get that win, but unfortunately they fell short. Great playing there, guys. All great competitors. Love seeing some new names up on that board. Love seeing some of those better players up there kind of supporting those new players, because that's what we're all about here in Pop Darts and the APL, is growing that sport. All right. Next up, we're going to have the Axe Trap, who is going to be hosting the ESPN pre-party glow doubles that was held at the Axe Trap. The Axe Trap Sharpshooters had the pre-party glow doubles at the Axe Trap in Winter Park on Lee Road on Friday around 6:15 is around we started. It was doubles with 3 rounds of round robin, followed by the double elimination bracket. We use those round robins to determine the seeding of those teams for the doubles. And let's go ahead and just hop right into those results. In first place, we have Austin the Good Shepherd and DJ. You guys know both those guys. I don't know how, but somehow the two of them managed to get on a team together. We're not going to talk about it, but obviously you guys are already going to see the results from that. They take a Game 3 loss, though, but they managed to win the next 5, including a rematch against Savage and Slayer, who put them in the lower bracket, in the losers bracket final, and they beat them and then continue to win the next 2 games in the championship round to take it all. Big wins there, big wins there. And in second place, we have Cole and Ian, who are undefeated until the championship round, where they met those 2 determined players of Austin and DJ, where they took 2 back-to-back losses to the locked-in Austin and DJ. Like I said, they were determined. They wanted that win, and they got it from the tough play that they put up. And in third place, we have Savage and Slayer, who don't take their first loss until the winners final, but they're unable to right the ship and take their second loss in that losers final, securing them that third place position. Shout out to those guys. Again, Savage, one of those virtual players. Slayer, playing left-handed, literally. He hurt his right hand. He's been playing left-handed, hitting trick shots and T-numbers like you wouldn't even believe. It's crazy what he's been doing here. And then we're going to get into our next one, this second part of our ESPN weekend. It was hosted by the Axe Trap Sharpshooters. Once again, it was our local singles held at the Axe Trap on Saturday at around 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We ran it singles with 2 rounds of round robin with that double elimination bracket to follow. Get into those results here. In first place, we have Derek taking a loss in the winners final to Zach Conolog, but is able to pull out a close win in the losers final to make it to the championship round, where he wins back-to-back games to win it all. We all know that that's been happening a lot. We're seeing a lot more of these lower bracket guys coming up and able to right that ship, like I said, and get those 2 games back-to-back. That's something we're going to be seeing a lot more of here, I think. And in second place, we have Zach Conlog, Trick Shot Zach. You guys all know him from TikTok. Great competitor. He was undefeated until that championship round where he took 2 tough back-to-back losses and secures second place with that. And in third place, we have him again on our leaderboards, LDL, who takes a Game 3 loss, then wins the next 2 to send him to that loser's bracket final, but takes a close loss against Derek where it literally came down to the last throw. He had the game won, but Derek sticks a dart to steal it from Luke. It was a crazy matchup to see, guys. 2 great competitors of the goofy-footed stance. For those of you who don't know, most people stand a little staggered. These 2 fellas, they stand with their feet straight on like they're shooting basketballs there. We call that goofy-footed, but it doesn't matter because those guys are still throwing red-hot darts. And we're going to get into our final one here, guys. This is coming to us again. Peepaws Poppers at one of their newer leagues. It's their Sunday league at the Rec Deck, the official APL league in St. Petersburg, Florida. They run these around 3:30 p.m. on Sundays, Eastern Standard Time. They ran 3 rounds of round robin for singles and into the double elimination bracket to follow. Let's get into those stats, guys. In first place, we have Sean, who is undefeated in round robin and bracket play and only took 25 points scored against in bracket play. Just a big dominating win there for him. In second place, we have Rhonda, who takes a loss in the winner's final, but is able to bounce back and win the loser's bracket final to make it to the championship round, but is unable to take down Sean to win it all. Get him next time, Rhonda. She's a great competitor. We've seen her play many times down there at Peepaws and then again at Rec Deck. So keep it up, Rhonda, and get that win sometime soon. And in third place, we have Anastasia, who takes a tough game 1 loss, wins the next game to make it to that loser's final, but is unable to get that rematch win against Rhonda. Anastasia is a new name. I don't think I've seen her play, but we like to see the new names popping on there. Congratulations for all you guys getting on that leadership or that leaderboard. We love to see it. All right, guys, that's going to be our local leagues. I'm sorry, not our local leagues, but our leagues for this week. Again, guys, make sure we're getting signed up so we can get you guys on that list. I want to see more of you guys on there. We're going to get right into our next segment. And our next segment is our top pops of the week. These are your top pops of the week, the throws that make us rewind, replay, and yell, "No way." We've got 3 of them coming here. We have DJ, who's traveling a little bit farther south, kind of surprised the guys on the Space Coast. No one knew he was coming, and next thing we know, we see him just kind of walking through the door, and he's comes in and show us what he can do, and we're going to go ahead and show you guys that next video here. We're gonna take a loss. It's gonna be a team number loss. It's 4-0. Let me get that fixed for you guys in just a second. I gotta catch up with these guys.
That's Lippy.
That is fat, Lippy. Oh no, I hit the camera.
Gotta wiggle it.
Was it Lippy?
I gotta wiggle your tower now.
Another 4. 2 4s in a row.
Boom, you guys saw it there. That's a tower and a Lippy plus a stuck dart. That's a 10-point round there from DJ. That's what he does, though, guys. He's known for those Yurple darts, just sticking them everywhere on the tower, on the T-knob or Lippy. Doesn't matter. He gets it done, traveling and showing us what he does best. Shout out, DJ. Love playing against you, man. We had a blast this past couple weeks with you guys coming down and visiting and everything. So can't wait till we get some more games in. Into our second highlight of the game. This is we talked about it earlier. This is Derek hitting that last dart to go ahead and get that win to continue on to get him into the championship round here. Go ahead and let you guys take a look at this. Who is it? Luke? Okay.
Oh, good job. Good game. Good game.
Let's go. 1 point. And that's what you see there, guys. Needed the 1 point to win. Stuck the last dart as closest dart to get the 4 points minus Luke's 3 for that 1 point for the win. It was crazy darts there, guys. Congrats on that. And then our number 1 pop dart isn't a shot, but it's just a shout out to if you guys haven't seen this video, you guys are going to see it now. This is the most, I don't know how to say it. The number 1 Pop Darts fan you guys will ever see is this man right here. Shout out to you, Meteor Mark. So shout out Mark. He does so much for us guys. Getting a little emotional here. Sorry. He does a lot for us. He did not make it to the ESPN to play, but he still came out and cheered everyone on more than anybody else. So huge shout out to you, Mark. You did more behind the scenes than anybody knows. And sorry, appreciate everything you do, dude. You're one of the biggest supporters of the sport and are going to be one of the reasons why we make it. So yeah, man, shout out to you. Sorry, guys. Wasn't expecting that, but love you, dude. All right. Woo! Let's get into our next segment here. We're going to get into our power rankings. We have a little bit of shakeup in the power rankings here. We're going to go ahead and get into those. So for those of you guys who don't know, the power rankings is something that I do myself here. I have my own little metric that I have kind of designed. I incorporate a minimum of 25 games played. You have to have your SPR is in there as well, so you must be a paid APL member to have that SPR. So you have to minimum 25 games. We take in your win percentage, your SPR. We adjust those season points. So if you pay for a membership and you have a higher paid membership, we deduct those points down just to go ahead and make it fair and even for everyone. So with that being said, we had, like I said, a little bit of a shakeup here. Going to go ahead and get into it. Your third position player on the power rankings is myself. I went ahead and made myself a little jump, I guess. I finished second overall in adjusted season points with 3,080. I'm ranked 9th overall with win percentage with a 68.8, and I'm ranked 10th overall in SPR 58.9. I will say that right now, a lot of my points are with what's carrying me right now. It kind of is what it is. So if you guys out there, you don't have to have the best win percentage, you don't have to have the best SPR, but if you're out there playing those games, playing all the doubles and the singles and everything you can, it can carry you to the top. So shout out me. We're gonna get a number 2. Another guy, you guys have seen this name on here a lot. Zach Conalog. He's 8th overall in adjusted season points. He's got 2nd overall in SPR and win percentage of 83.6, and he's ranked 2nd overall in SPR with 62.9. So with Zach, he doesn't get as many of those events, but he's such a good player that he's winning a lot of those things, and he's also winning them against very high-ranked players. That's why the SPR and those win percentages are so high, and that's why he is our 2nd player ranked in our power rankings. Let's go ahead and get to our first and number 1 ranked player. You guys all know him. You guys all love him. This is Cole Hunter. He's now ranked 1st in everything across the board. He's 1st overall in adjusted season points with 3,300, which is now higher since we've had our conference series. He is now ranked 1st overall in win percentage at 84%, and he is now ranked 1st overall in SPR with a 65.59. Shout out Cole. Great competitor, guys. If you guys have ever played a game against him, you know how tough of a competitor he is. So if you guys want to be the best, this is what you got to look for. You got to be winning 84% of the time. You got to be beating high value target players, I guess you could say. So you can put them the SPR. The higher the SPR, when you beat them, the more points you get. So make sure you're playing those higher ranked SPR players and you're beating them, and it'll make that SPR jump up. And win percentage, that's a tough one. You're just gonna have to win those matches. And then again, I love doing for all of you guys. Love getting you guys a full screenshot here. That way you guys can see where you guys kind of placed. It was very, very tight for us for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I think it was all within a 3 or 4 point jump there. Even if that, it was very, very tight. So we may see another jump in competitors. DJ's right outside that. Luke's right outside that. Blake's right outside that. Rowan. All those guys are very, very close, just knocking on that door. So we could see any of these things getting changed up anytime soon here. Just huge, huge things. So, that's your guys' power rankings that are powered by us for right now until we can get something else working, which we are in the works of trying to get something else. So once we do that, we may have a little bit more metrics out of that. But for right now, it's what we got and it's what we have working. So there you go, guys. And for our final segment, we are going to be getting into our Popdarts preview here. This is just a look ahead at what's going on. It's letting everyone know what's coming up in the world of Popdarts in the next coming weeks, next couple months. I meant to do this show on Friday. Things kind of got tied up because we were wanting to give a shout out to Austin this past week because we did have a tournament on Sunday that you guys may have caught live. If you did not, you can go and check the live section of the channel here and get a recap of that. We had a singles, we had a doubles, great matchups out there, very, very competitive, very great competitors out there. So if you haven't seen that episode, go back into the lives and check that out. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our Popdarts preview. First off, guys, April 10th, ESPN Watch Party on ESPN Plus. If you have Disney Plus, you can find it in there. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the East Coast Wild Card premiere. The commission is inviting you and all your families. Get them all together. If you have one person that has the ESPN Plus subscription, gather them all together. Rent out a place. Go anywhere that has ESPN Plus because you're going to want to watch this. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is what we filmed last Saturday, a week ago in Orlando. If you were there, you already know. If you weren't there, you're going to want to know. You're not going to want to miss this. It was phenomenal. The winner of this event is going to get to be one of the 4 competitors competing at Nationals. So that person, along with the West Coast wildcard winner, Colton, who is our reigning champion, and the person who's going to win the last chance qualifier tournament that's going on around the time of the ESPN 8 de Ocho filming, those 4 competitors will be competing for $25,000 in cash. So huge episode. It's a 2-hour-long episode, guys. It's not just something quick. There's, I believe, 7 games total. You're going to want to watch every game. Every game is phenomenal. Nothing was scripted. Everything is played out how you see. It was pure cinema. You couldn't have scripted it better. I can't say anything about it. I can't say any results. All I can say is you're going to want to watch it. It is pure cinematic, electrifying, just sports. I mean, even if you're not a Popdarts fan, get your friends and anybody who likes crazy sports, this is what you're going to want to see. I promise you. I'm sure anybody in the chat will tell you that was there. It was pure, without saying anything, just like I said, pure cinema. I highly recommend it. I really hope you guys get a chance to watch that. If you can't watch it live, it should be on there where you can find it in the streaming section where you can rewatch it over and over again because you're going to want to watch it over and over again. It is just insane. We had Evan, you can see pictured here on the left. He's a professional ESPN sportscaster they brought in. We have the commish, who is, one of the best, goofiest guys on the mic, who knows the game and knows us all so well. The 2 of them were just, chef's kiss, worked together phenomenally, bouncing off each other. It was great. Some other big names were there. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say, but just it was really cool. Some really cool shots, some really cool fan interactions. Just really cool stuff that's going to be coming out of that on social medias as well as that ESPN Plus. So definitely check that out. Next up we have, guys, it's our Tulsa APL's Destination Series Stop 1 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is happening on Friday, April 17th. It's located at the Doubletree Warren Place at 6110 South Yale Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Registration starts around 5:30. The darts fly at 6. We're looking to get to up to 100 people competing. Last time I checked, I think it's around the 30s, but we've talked to quite a few of the axe throwers that are going to be competing in the national championships that weekend that will be signing up as well. So we may max out around 100. It's going to have tons of payout. Some of the best in the game will be competing, including the 2025 national champion Colton the Prodigy Davis, your current #1 ranked player in the world, Cole Hunter, the 2025 SportsCenter Top 10 athlete, Mr. T, multiple top 10 competitors, including Luke Long Distance, Luke Stutzman, Derek Double D Durance, DJ Yerpel Rain Long, Austin the Good Shepherd, Gary Slayer Gork, the whole Cathead family. So if you really want to test your skills, guys, this is a tournament to be at. If you want to play with the best, you got to, and try and get that national, win. You're going to have to win this tournament first, because if you can't beat these guys here, you're definitely not going to be able to beat them there. So I'm telling you right now, guys, if you want to try and show out, this is the place you want to show up. Got that little QR code down on the bottom right-hand corner. You can scan that and get signed up and everything registered on Scoreholio. You do have to be an APL certified bronze. So once again, you can screenshot that QR code from earlier in our league section and get signed up for that APL membership. Make sure we're getting signed up, guys. We really want to pack this place up with this. It's like I said, it's going to be very high skilled, very competitive. You're going to want to be at this. And one of the other reasons you're going to want to be at this is because if you see down at the bottom, we have the Midwest legends battling out the one and only Florida All-Stars, the 6 best players from Florida we got going there. It's going to be a 6v6 team battle before the tournament kicks off. That's going to be starting around 1 o'clock, 1:30 before the main tournament. Each individual player from each team will face off against each other player playing a total of 36 games. Like I said, that's happening April 7th at the same venue. 6 of the best Florida facing off against 6 of the best Midwest, starting around that 1:30, and we'll be playing a total of 36 games in the to figure out which team will take home that prize and the bragging rights. There's been a little bit of trash talking going on between the Midwest and the East, the Florida All-Stars, but we already know that Florida is going to be bringing the heat, and I don't know if there's a Midwest Legends will be able to handle the heat that we're going to be bringing and throwing. So, yeah, guys. And last but not least, we're wanting some Popdarts players. If you want to play Popdarts, we're looking for you. If you're a player, make sure you're signing up for that APL. So that way you can find the tournaments near you, climb those national rankings, and earn that spot in your way to ESPN. If you're not a national ranked player, if you're not in the top 100, you probably won't be earning an invite to play in that LCQ qualifier to earn that spot on ESPN. So you're going to want to make sure that you're an APL sanctioned player and you've got those points racking up, so that way you can earn that top 100 spot in order to get an invite to that tournament. Organizer, you're thinking about maybe organizing a league there in your area. You got a couple of buddies that that you're playing 3-4 times a week, and you say, hey, we got 5 or 6 of us. Let's organize this. Let's get our APL sanction. Let's get ourselves everything right that we're going to need to get going, so that way we can get our rankings up and we can get our spots on ESPN, because we're way better than those guys in Florida. We're way better than those guys in the Midwest. We see what they're doing online, and we know we can do that just as bad or just as good, if not better. If that's you, hey, same thing. We got everything you need to help gather the troops, build the Popdarts empire, and become a legend. Go big or go cry to mama. These are not my words. These are the Mish's. And venues. If you guys have got a venue, and if you're an axe throwing place, if you're a cornhole place, if you're a bowling alley, if you're anywhere, a bar, a brewery, and you want to add a league, and and bring in some cash from those leagues, bring in more players to your venue to sell those drinks and sell that food, and be the hot spot for the week, hit us up. We're the fastest growing. It says right here, if you have a special announcement from the commish, the fastest growing region gets a commish visit. He'll come over and he'll play, and he'll bring the fun. He'll bring the games. He'll bring the trash talk, and that's for sure. He'll come and help you guys get everything set up. If you can't make it out, he'll definitely get everything you need via phone, via email, all that stuff to get in touch with him. That's the email you see right there, kruk@popdartsgame.com. That's his direct email. That'll get right to him. Scan that QR code, guys. It'll get you to that iPlay APL website, I believe, is which QR code that is. I added a few of them here. Let me scan it right here quick for you so I can find out. We're going to get a direct answer there. That takes you to the Scoreholio website, and if you tap that top right-hand membership, scroll down to the bottom, you'll see a purchase a membership. That's going to allow you to get that APL membership. So that's going to be the Scoreholio app, where you'll find your local leagues and everything as well. You'll score all your local leagues. It has a free play that you can use to score your home games. Everything you'll need, that's what we use, that Scoreholio app, and it'll also allow you to purchase that APL membership. So again, guys, everything you're going to need is right there. And that's going to be it for our episode, guys. This is it for our episode 6 for the week of March 16th through March 22nd, recapping some of those ESPN pre-party and pre-tournament games. Again, guys, I can't stress enough, April 10th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ESPN+. I lied. I have one more thing, guys. One more thing. For those of you guys who may have not seen it, I did add some descriptions in the link below. So in the description, if you guys are watching this, you can look at those links. It has the iPlay APL membership direct link to it. It has popdarts.game direct link, so you guys can go purchase your Popdarts for you guys that don't know or just kind of following us along. And also, we have fan merch. For those of you guys who love certain throwers, we have fan merch. I am missing 2. Mine's in the wash. Cole is just a salesman and was giving all of his fan shirts away. So they all gotten away because he was finding fans left and right. He's like, you want to be a fan? Here you go. Here's a shirt. You guys want to be a fan? So he was doing what we're the ambassador of the sport he is. But these are in no specific order. But we got this right here. Welcome to the, it's taking it out. No. All right, let's see if I can say, here we go. If I say it like this, welcome to the Savage side, Mr. Jeff Savage. It's cutting it out for some reason. Here we go. Welcome to the Savage side. Boom, Jeff Savage. Boom, Mr. Jeff Savage right there. Let me go ahead and we got Mr. See if I can get this one. Mr. Yerpal Rain. Oh no, it's cutting him out. Here we go. I'm trying to get him here. Here we go. Mr. Yerpal Rain with the flexing and the tattooed dart. DJ. And a link for these are in the description below, guys. All of these are in the link for the description. Show these guys some support. We got Mr. Trickshot Zach Conlog, repping the brown darts. All these are trying to match his darts, the darts here with that FRDI jersey. Zach Conlog. Sorry these aren't the best coming up, guys. Check out all these guys' socials. They are all on their socials. They should have their links as well on their Facebook page. The one, the only, left-handed, Zach Unruh, even though he's not lefty. There we go. Popdarts, Unruh, boom, with the gray. This comes in the gray and a white. Some of them do have two colors. Mine is a bright orange. It says for the steel. Kind of has a cartoon version of my throw you see on my personal profile. And then everybody here throwing the hot fire. Luke Stutzman. Oh, man, I can't get this to come in. Here we go. There we go. Luke Stutzman. Boom. There we go. Throwing the fire. Sheesh. So if you guys want to get one of those to show some support to your favorite players, again, there's a third one. I'm sorry, there's three missing. Austin the Good Shepherd, he's on there as well. Pimped out, dripping, fur coat, chains. You don't want to miss it out. Check it in the link below for the description, guys. Again, in the bottom of the description, we got the Popdarts games. Check them out and show them support. Shout out the Prodigy. Those guys. If you use code THEPRODIGY at them, you get 20% off. So there you go, guys. For those of you guys who want to watch all at the end, a little secret there, 20% off. Shout out Prodigy and those guys. We appreciate you guys supporting us. We want to support you guys. 20% off your orders. Use the code Prodigy in your checkout at popdartsgames.com. Again, the APL link for memberships and the APL merch. So you can get the jerseys you see us wearing. Not this stuff. This is custom. But the jerseys you see us normally wearing, the neon, everything to match your favorite colorways, as well as those player fan shirts. Again, guys, we appreciate you. We love and support you, we appreciate the love and support you guys give us here at After the Throw for everything we do for you guys. And again, please make sure you guys are liked and subscribed, bell notifications turned on. We actually hit a milestone the other day. We were so packed with viewers that we're kicking viewers out of the live stream when we were playing some darts. So please, please, please make sure you're subscribed if you are not, because it helps us out a lot. Leave a comment down below. Let us know your favorite dart color. Let us know what t-shirts you guys want to pick up. Let us know what you guys want to see in more of these episodes coming about. Those comments down below help out a lot, not just in the chat on the side. So if you guys can leave us a comment, leave us a like, make sure you're subscribed, bell notifications turned on so you guys know every time we go live, so we guys can bring you guys all the most up-to-date Pop Darts action, whether it be us playing in tournaments, fun goofing around, or your weekly recaps here, and sometimes your APL recaps with the commish. Again, guys, thanks for all the love and support. We appreciate all of you guys and everything you do for us. And until next time, peace.